Hello and welcome back to TPK, the only show on the internet where I get to flirt with all of my hot friends.
One of which he's actually married to.
Yeah. Lucky me.
Friends aren't friends unless you're flirting with them or you're destroying them.
Unless you're destroying their fucking emotions.
Yeah, exactly.
Stab me with the butt knives.
Always treat your best friends as if you're having an affair with them.
But don't actually do that.
Yeah, no,
don't actually do that.
Really do that.
Only
just play pretend.
No, before the stream cut out,
yes.
Esmeralda and Willow and Callum
Yeah.
and the rest of the group were all having a tense conversation.
Aside from Annalise.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I was getting it on.
Yeah.
And
Annalise is getting her therapy.
I'm getting my serotonin. And Esmeralda was explaining why she feels that way, and Von Tharn asked,
Well, do you know for certain that your mom chose not to come back? Or are you assuming based on what you have found out over time? Because, well, depending on the circumstances and beliefs and whatnot, and experiences, like you yourself, you have your own unique experience with death. There's that possibility that, like with what happened with Naaman, how it was out of everyone's control, it was probably out of your mom's control as to whether or not she could come back. Like her soul, she probably would come back if she had the ability to. Like, how do we know she had the ability to at all?
Well, I cannot say for sure. You're right. I cannot say for sure whether or not she chose to leave us, but
it still hurts.
Regardless of her leaving, sorry.
I was going to say, you do know, as part of the Revivify spell, that bringing somebody back from the dead, especially after a certain amount of time has passed, involves a whole ritual, and that ritual can fail. And if it does fail, then that person is basically beyond the veil. It becomes exponentially harder to bring them back a second time. Mm-hmm. And the more times a person does die and is brought back, the harder and harder it becomes each time.
Well,
even if they do want to come back.
Mm-hmm. And not only, but the thing is, Esmeralda doesn't believe that her father failed in revivifying her mom just because of the positions they were both in as clerics. Well, regardless,
fuck up.
My father was a wreck, and he had no other support for the maintaining of the entire fiefdom. My brother was still gone, and I was left with my last reminder of my mother. And, well, I couldn't be the person that I was anymore. Things had to change. For her sake and for the rest of Grey Cap.
So effectively you felt you had to take on the world on your shoulders then.
Well, my father certainly didn't ask me for help. In fact, he wanted me to take it easy, take it well, while
Maybe
he carried
wanted
everything.
you to be a child and be young.
I wanted to help him. You think it was easy to watch him carry the world on his own himself?
No.
And he never reciprocated. Not until now, by the time I had to become an adventurer. This is what it took. And so now, in my position, is where I will remain.
At least for the time being. Because it doesn't have to be forever. And hopefully at some point, you and your dad can sit down and hash that out. Because it sounds like these are also things you wish to say to your dad, am I correct?
I don't know what to say to my father. If anything, again, I love him very much. I can't imagine what he's been through. And I can't, well... She looked at Callum for a minute. Losing the love of my life was something that we could actually align ourselves with.
And no one's saying you don't love your dad. There just seems to be some feelings that are being left unresolved.
Well, more important matters are at stake. And if anything, look, I can lay at rest very easily knowing that my brother is safe, my father is safe, my fiefdom is safe and well, and my sister is safe and well. The kingdom is safe and well. That is all I care about, and that is my priority. It's always been my priority. And so I've done my duty to do the best that I can for my fiefdom, and to ensure that to ensure that I will be seen as someone worthy enough to stand in the Endilian line. And even if that means I'm not as exuberant as my father and my brother is, so be it. That's fine with me. In fact, I don't give a bloody hell if the world hates me for the way that I act.
So close.
What matters is how they are seen, and they are taken in. I can demand respect, and I can demand that sort of position on my own. And it may be not well received. That's fine. They are the priority, once again.
Just as long as you remember that with whatever you take on, know that you don't have to do it alone. If you need help, at least ask us. We're here for you.
And I understand that. And when I do
Like
need
you've been
your
there
assistance,
for us.
yes, and when I do need your assistance, I do ask you. It's just, again, like Willow said, my demeanor is a bit strict, more than most. But I do my best to portray something different, at least through my actions. Like honestly said, they speak louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Do you feel a little
You
better
feel
now?
better?
I feel fine.
That's not what we asked.
That's my answer. I feel fine.
Vonthorn looks to Callum.
Well,
How long has it been since
Probably
Massey
just one
went
now.
upstairs?
About 10 minutes.
No.
Vonthorn's
Well-
gonna give it more time.
It's going to be another couple hours.
Look, again, more pressing matters
A
are
lot
at
of
hand.
tentacles.
And even though we may not be able to come to a conclusion on what we're utilizing that wish spell for, maybe, perhaps, we'll see.
I think you made the right call on suggesting we give it a little more time.
Yeah, I think at this point it's going to be several hours before we can even go up and knock.
That's one way to put it.
Vonthorn says as she looks up towards Annalise's room.
I'm both disgusted and intrigued by the thought.
A loud thump on the door.
It was a...
There's just sloshing water everywhere.
You see it like leaking out the cracks in the door just a little bit.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Well-
so wrong.
enough about all of this. Again, tensions are high, emotions are high.
Mm-hmm.
Let's focus on the here and now, please.
Mm-hmm.
Where is here and now again, by the way?
Here and now is underneath Farland.
Fun.
Mhm.
Underdark. Yay.
Mhm. With a near the proximity of a city of Lidla's Eyes. Most likely a fully alive city that's the mother of all aberrations.
Mm-hmm.
Mother of Aberrations. Where have I heard that before?
I don't know. Where have you heard that before?
Citadel of Lidla's Eyes from another plane. Somehow brought here.
Bunch of beholders and spectators and
Yes.
illicids and creepy frog things.
I think Adelia might have mentioned something about that once.
She has.
I don't know. Maybe it's been a couple of years, but I think she mentioned something about it once. She might be able to tell you something.
Well, we can't summon her. She comes here out of her own interests.
Yeah, but she's
And that's
here
when
often.
we see her walking by.
Well, what we know of right now is she's currently,
And if you're a member, you could always leave her a message.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
You're really good at that.
Right, but I don't... You know her better than I do.
Yeah, so leave her a message. You overcomplicate things, hon. I love you, and it's one of the things I love about you, but you really do overcomplicate things.
For a second, I thought Ryan was talking to me. I was like, what I do now?
Don't worry about it.
It's what we do. We overcomplicate things.
I mean, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if you suggested, like, I don't know, a city-sized bomb to take care of the dragons out west. That would have been hilarious. Oh god, you did, didn't you?
About that.
You
Oh, look
were
at that!
there.
There's new whiskey at the bar.
No. I grab it.
Make a dexterity check.
Valthorn is assisting
Holy
with
shit,
that
the
because
first
she also.
roll of the game.
I know, right?
Wait, can Valthorn assist
most
because I
important.
had Valthorn just grab her Callum as well.
But I have questions to ask him anyway. I do.
So does Valthorn.
Oh my goodness.
All right, make your checks.
Freaking A.
Wait, can
Both of
can
you,
I
yeah.
give as both of us or just one with advantage?
You're not really assisting
Okay.
so much in this.
Oh god.
16.
Oh,
Wait, check or
X check.
saving
It's a
throw?
check.
A check?
It's a check. He's making the saving throw.
16.
Technically,
So-
it should be a grapple check, but
I'm gonna do some guidance on myself. Gonna give myself some guidance.
Oh yeah, music.
I'm gonna need that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got a 16. Hopefully he rolls low.
Yeah, you guys both pass.
Oh,
Yay!
interesting.
So you guys.
No.
You won't
Nope.
escape me that
Yeah, I
easily.
don't think you're leaving anytime soon.
Probably it's not yet.
Especially since you just arrived.
Mm-hmm.
I missed you terribly.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
have
that sounds
time for
dangerous.
I have very different reasons.
I'll
I
be
just
at
have
your
one
funeral.
Been
I
there,
don't think it's after that. No.
done that. It was nice, by the way. Thank you for that.
Well, in any case, we are currently at, again, it's City of Lidla's Eyes, Aberrations, all that wonderful bits. So
So
Odelia,
wait, you're in the city right now?
technically,
and you just-
no, we're outside of it.
I was about to say, if you just parked this thing in the city
Oh,
of
hell no.
apparitions, that's some nerve.
No.
No, we did walk
We-
into it a bit.
Just a bit, but then we turned around and came
Yeah.
back out.
We were prompted to.
Yeah. We're not that ballsy.
Then
We're
again, I
not?
did blow wind into one of the eyes. That was a bit funny.
Mhm.
That you feel
Right.
humor?
Everyone has a little bit of humor. They just have different senses of humor.
It's Esmeralda.
Now she has her own sense of humor.
You don't want to know what my sense of humor is.
See? She will let us in on her sense of humor when she is comfortable.
I don't want to know her sense of humor.
Well, it's actually not as.
There's a lot of sharp, pointy objects.
No, of course not. Well,
Is it like the
Yes,
Addams Family?
Why is there
What it
so
is.
much teeth?
Does it really get to the point, though?
He's just fucking with people. If you guys want to make like an
No,
insight
yeah,
check to
I
see whether or
figured.
not he's fucking with you.
No, Vonda will literally just say,
Do they always get to the point?
now that is funny.
That was
And he just
bad.
stares off into the distance like,
meanwhile, Vonda
I was
is
in yard
doing,
Oh,
stare.
my
Meanwhile-
goodness.
meanwhile,
So
Vonda is
dramatic.
doing that, like, face that one dog makes.
Oh gosh, shoot, 3.
That was so bad.
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome over here.
Well, speaking of where we are, where are you and Massey currently, and how's that little party of yours going?
Well, we found the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Again, you mean?
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, you weren't there for the first time you
No,
encountered
that's
it.
dumb. That's
It was it wasn't asleep.
Oh,
Really?
darling.
What happened?
It was not asleep.
I was wondering if I should have given you the Dragon Slayer.
Were you with Pepe?
Yeah, his whole crew. They're fine.
Okay.
They're now.
Now?
Thank God, Slimy over there was there, because I don't think we'd have survived without him.
Well, yes.
I'm still trying to get used to this thing, and he holds up his arm, which is his arm.
What's wrong with your arm?
What
Oh.
happened to it?
Yeah, it got torn off.
With the dragon, or?
Yeah, very sharp, pointy teeth.
Esmeralda is silent and flat-faced, but all of you feel sort of like a searing heat, sort of like emanating from her very being.
Aims on the
Well,
side
I'm
of my
gonna
face.
try backing away from her slowly.
It's awfully warm in here all of a sudden.
Well, I'm just happy.
I think
you're
that's
all
because
right.
of Esmeralda.
Yeah. It's okay. He's alive.
Oh yes.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
Any way that we could get something like that for my brother Bravolim?
Slime.
And the
What?
Wait, slime?
What did
Nasty.
Massey do? Wait,
At this
Massey?
point,
Are you
I'm
saying-
not sure what he can't do.
Are you saying introduce them?
Did he eat it?
No. Did Massey
Oh.
give you your arm back or something?
Yes!
No. I mean,
Wow.
Esmeralda is asking, did Massey eat the dragon?
What?
No, he didn't eat the Can he do that?
I
No, it
believe
wouldn't
at a
surprise
certain
me at this
point he
point.
probably could.
Hold on a
Genuinely
bit. Hold
would
on a
not
bit.
surprise
What did? Wait, Massey gave you back your arm. How?
The magic that thing is capable of is amazing.
You'll have to wait until they're done, darling.
Yep.
Unless you plan
What
to
she said.
intervene.
Nope. How long are you guys staying in this tavern for?
At least the next several hours, as he looks up at Annalise's door.
Great.
Cool, apparently so are we.
Yeah.
Why? You all seem to be intact.
We finally caught up with my siblings, Dora and Bravo.
You
Problem
look
is
over where
missing
you're
his arm.
pointing. Ah, yeah.
Bravo's missing an arm.
Yeah, I really wouldn't doubt if he could do something about that, honestly. Although, I would say, this took, 4 days.
As long as he's able to get a goddamn arm back.
And we have several weeks until we can at least continue our plans.
Yes.
In which Cordelia is aiding us in manufacturing the explosives that we need.
Oh. That explains a lot.
Mhm.
I'm assuming you're
Might.
also magically enchanted to not say where her location is?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know.
What?
Also,
I've never
it's
been there.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't just take everyone she sires to her home country. That would be weird.
I don't know the workings of that.
I mean, she sires enough people on a whim as it is.
Yes, that concerns me a bit, but, well, not my place to say. She's a...
They're usually already undead.
Well, it's the lack of caution that concerns me.
Is there a lack of caution, though? I don't know.
Well, you
Do
were...
we want to dive into that?
You were...
That is not a way I have ever heard her described.
Lack of caution.
Yeah.
Well, she does magically enchant people to ensure that her location isn't shared easily, so I suppose she is quite cautious. But if she turns at a whim, I don't know how cautious she may be.
She's also thousands of years old. People get bored.
Fair enough.
Everybody's got to have a hobby.
Mm-hmm. So, have you been communicating with the nuclear Bahanians? I didn't know how else to say it. Is it nuclear Bahanians?
Sorry, when
Nuclear
you first
Bahan.
mispronounced it, I thought you were about to say, have you been canoodling?
I heard it too.
And I thought
heard
she
it
was
too.
about to say, have you been canoodling with
No.
Cordelia?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh.
Or that's what I thought.
Look, she already addressed that.
Yeah, that's already been discussed.
Mm-hmm.
That's already been.
No, that's not really my job, but
Well, I thought you were directed or commissioned to by someone in Nuclear Bahan because the dragon was making its way to Nuclear Bahan and destroying some of the areas there and then returning back. And they lost-
no, I was on guild business.
Oh, this was through the guild.
I was. Yeah, me and Slimy up there.
Cassie.
Yeah, it's just what I call him. Anyway.
Has he expressed whether or not he is okay with it?
I'm sure he takes to it.
Oh yeah,
well.
he's fine. I asked! I'm not that- Tell him, Emmy, I'm not that much of an asshole!
Oh yeah, tell us, Emmy.
Yeah, Emmy.
I will assure
I
both
said
of
that I've made a
you.
mistake.
I will assure both of you, he is the kinder one of us.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, I sense I've made a mistake. That I'm going to pay
Oh,
for
no, it wasn't.
for several hours later.
No, you're fine, darling.
Oh no, it's us that have probably made the mistakes.
Mm.
Or the mistake.
Yeah, that's why Volthard is like, oh.
But no,
wait,
we
hold
met
on.
up with Pipic's crew
Mm-hmm.
as a sort of... We ended up essentially being on the same assignment, so we
Mm-hmm.
decided to join forces, safety in numbers. We are fighting a fucking green dragon.
Wait a
And where
minute.
are Pippic and his crew now?
As far as I know, they're on their way to report back.
To Farland? Or
New-
to
To
New
New Killabahan.
Oh, I feel sorry for them.
Killabahan. It's not nuclear.
Nuclear, but I thought it was
I thought-
Bahan.
I thought it was
Bahan.
New
Okay.
Killabahan, like New York.
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
and
New
you-
Killabahan.
Mhm. New Cleabahan,
Wait.
as opposed to Cleabahan, which is in Emrys.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been nice to. Meh.
I'm sure you'll see him again one day, darling. Don't
I
worry.
mean, sure. I mean, and I'm fairly certain at some point we'll be sent over there anyway. So depending on if he's there or not, and he has a way of just kind of visiting.
God, I hope don't.
What?
Esmer is the only one that would actually even remotely fit in over there.
I've never been. So.
And yes, it's because of your stick up your ass.
The only thing I've heard is from what you just now said, what Pipik just said, and that's basically it. I think it was something of my parents.
Hmm. So, send a message toward him. Well, I mean, I may as well to get the information, but I'll have to wait until tomorrow. I don't have it prepared.
Or you could just do it tonight and then, like, put it in to be sent off first thing in the morning.
What do you mean? As in, like, a written message?
Is that what you were reading just now, or were you?
I think she was talking about the mind
message
thing.
Spell.
Yes. Sorry, I keep forgetting that we can kind of technically do that one. You more so, but
Yes.
it's not
gosh.
used often.
Hmm?
It's not used often.
Well, I really haven't needed to, actually.
Fair.
But yes, essentially that is the current happenings as of late. And
Nice at this been.
I'm sure you already now recognize what prompted the conversation of the Orb of Lear coming up. So, since you were sitting right next to us.
I'm sorry, what?
The Orb of Lear.
Yeah, I heard about it. What the fuck is that?
I'm kind
It's
of wondering the same thing.
It's a conduit.
Oh shit.
It's a conduit
Yeah.
of Lear. We've also been looking into other conduits as well.
And you're just planning on using a wish spell to just like summon that to you? Do you think Lear's gonna be okay with that?
She's
'Cause-
already been.
We have an idea.
She's already been in contact with her several times.
Apparently.
Yes.
And he looks up at the door, water still splashing through the cracks.
However, it's just one of the options that's currently on the table that we have to think about. Because when the subject was brought up a little earlier, well, you guys saw what happened.
Right.
Yeah, hence the
As Vonthorn points upwards to the door.
As Murray, what she does is, like, underneath the table, she sneaks her hand into his and drinks from her wine. It's been quite a bit.
It's been in the afternoon.
Oh, God, it is
It's
the
been
afternoon,
5
isn't
minutes.
it? Oh,
Yeah, it's not even nighttime yet.
Right. Okay.
well, yes, that's what's been happening, but I'm very happy to see you. Well, I truly do mean that. And she'll actually just
I'm happy
pat
to see
his
me well,
arm.
too.
The arm that has now come back.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys alive still.
Mm-hmm.
You look at that arm, and now that you're taking a closer look, noticing the skin on that arm is remarkably healthier than the rest of his body.
Nutty.
Almost as if it's brand new.
Nutty.
Smooth.
Just as a curiosity, can Esmeralda go down to the end of that arm and try to feel pulse?
Make a perception check?
Okay.
Basically, while she's holding his hand.
Yeah.
Because that hand is probably on the same arm that just got torn off, right? Holding his hand, try to feel a pulse.
Shite, it's 6.
You don't feel anything.
Massey just pulled a Deadpool on Callum.
Well, oh no, not the baby hand. Ah, gross. Oh,
Oh, we
no.
missed baby hand Callum. Damn it.
That's
It's okay, guys. It's okay. We could get baby hand problem. We could possibly get baby hand problem.
Oh no.
Yes.
This is why she chooses to deal with dead
No.
things. Corpses don't do that. At least they're not supposed to.
I mean...
Oh. Actually, wait.
Hmm?
I may have goofed.
What'd you do?
Oh.
Too bad you can't take it away his arm again,
Don't
Ryan.
take
Please.
this away from us.
Can't regrow something that's already dead?
I forgot that he's undead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just say it's
Massey's
like
some real
Titan
special
magic
bullshit.
or whatever.
Yeah, primordial
No.
magic shit.
Pipeworm?
I was saying that Massey used regeneration. The spell regeneration. Over the course of a few days. But that doesn't work on Callum.
So you're
And-
gonna have to change what he used.
Thinking about it,
Okay.
It's a primordial being.
he's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
All he really needs is enough blood and he can regrow his own arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
That being said, though,
where did he get
So-
his blood?
probably from Massey.
Well,
Obviously.
Massey doesn't bleed.
Yeah, Massey doesn't have blood.
So,
And he's-
so where
Anything
did-
you would suck out of Massey is a lot more magically potent.
Yeah.
Just ask Annalise.
I
Anyway,
I wasn't gonna say shit.
was just about to go there, and I was like, no, don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
You know, some women they glow after sex. She literally glows with the thrum of magical energy.
Oh
No,
god.
Her hair
You
just
get
turns
2 extra
neon
spell
orange.
slots.
Flow.
It's like
Uh,
it's like how one
wait,
does.
Anybody
like,
here
the
ever
whole
seen The
black-
Magicians?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, Gil!
Dude.
Romantic moment immediately ruined by the rest of the
I mean, Callum's arm only took 4 days to grow back.
So wait, what was? You didn't kill the damn
About a
thing,
week.
did you?
No,
You just managed
That's
to
an
escape with your
ancient
lives.
ring.
we just reported on its location, and it happened to see us, and so we had to
Skedaddle.
fight and then try and escape.
What location are they reporting to the nuclear Bahanians?
Well, there's about so and so south by so and so east, and he gives a few coordinates. I'm not gonna fucking list down actual fucking coordinates. I don't know.
No,
that
no,
shit.
of course. But what I'm trying to understand is that if the nuclear Bahanians understand now that the green dragon technically is underneath Grey Cap, that might cause.
It's not.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's way further north in the mountains.
Oh, thank God. I barely remember the actual location. It's because when we found it, we entered through the caves.
We also
back
kind
at
of
home.
teleported there.
Well,
Well, we didn't-
took that too.
That's also a question to ask.
Yeah, there was a mix of a lot of
created
things
those
going on.
teleportation circles in the first place?
Mhm.
But
Oh, those were guild.
All
Well,
of
one of them was the guild, and the other one was the Shashi. The first one that we took to get there, that was Sharshi. They have teleportation secret portals for emergencies and getting
Oh, and then I suppose.
VIPs into safety in case of an incursion.
Then I suppose that's why it was gated and locked.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's basically emergency evacuation sites.
Mm-hmm. Well,
The
still, someone.
treasure room, on the other hand, that was an old guild treasury.
Right. And Azazel said that they used to keep stuff there. And, Oh, I recall now. It's all coming back. So much time has passed underneath these caves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, and we also have the spy in our midst. Fuck.
I thought I was going to ask about.
Sorry, there's a spy?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
Sal.
Valmon.
So,
What kind of
in the
spy?
in the little encampment that we're kind of staying at right now with Problem and Tora, there's a spy of the Citadel amongst them.
What? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Esmeralda here thinks she may have spotted them.
What did you see exactly? And he like actually sits forward and like he looks like he's a little bit more serious now.
What I saw was someone, a seemingly normal person, however, they were glancing in my direction and they shared my exact eyes before blinking and...
And before you finish, he flags down one of the barkeeps. Hey, do me a favor. Get Ordelia's call sign. I need to talk to her.
As Ray sits up.
And the barkeep just kind of nods and goes, and he goes and searches under the bar, and he gets something, and he seems to do something with it.
A
few moments-
Curiosity.
A few moments later, one of the doors opens up. A very macabre type door with like gothic embroidery and shit into it.
That's just wild.
Opens up,
Cold
and there's
breeze.
like a cold breeze blows in, a little bit of fog and mist along the floor, as in floats Cordelia Fabian.
As Ray nods.
And she looks over at you guys. She smiles at Callum, and she just kind of thumbs and sits down at your table with you with a nice chair brought to her to sit at the end of the table. She doesn't even look at the person who brought it. She just expects it to be there. And she just sits down in this very luxurious chair that was set out for her. Well then.
Hawthorne is just like all of a sudden feels like, oh, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation,
Look,
please.
you're wearing a tiara. You're already a step ahead.
Callum.
Oh, Willow feels the same.
As Ray kind of like holds his hand a little.
Willow.
As Ray kind of holds his hand a little bit
What are
tighter.
you doing? I'm fine.
Both of
Oh,
you,
Callum.
please.
Callum. You finally reached out for a little bit of assistance. So, how can I help you and your charming little friends here?
Countess Fabian, it's a pleasure. Callum has informed me that you have information regarding the Citadel of Lidless Eyes.
Oh. Yeah, I have a little bit. Not much, mind you. Just enough to be wary in their presence. How do you know of such things, though?
Because the Citadel has returned to the material plane, and now we are.
We're kind of there.
It's here.
Yeah,
Yes.
underneath Ireland in the Underdark.
And they're aware of our location, unfortunately.
Yeah, they may have a spy in the encampment that some of the refugees are at.
Well, that's not a spy, dear. Not in the traditional sense.
Okay, then what is it?
What is it?
The Mother of Aberrations goes by the name Belishira.
Mm-hmm.
One of her many powers is to see through the eyes of anyone in her domain.
So
So
And
that
her-
was Big Bitch spying on us.
through one of her followers.
No,
No, through somebody in her domain.
literally anyone. It can be any of you.
What?
Can she do so on a different plane?
No.
Because we're not in her domain anymore.
You're safe here in the Guildhall for more than one reason. However, if you're going to be involving yourselves with Belishira, Callum, what do you think their combat prowess is at the moment? Not much higher than mine. Individually, collectively, what that would add up to.
Which is
Oh,
why,
dear.
we are also commissioning the explosive materials from you.
Oh, that's what that's for.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Gardy. He wouldn't tell me who his clients were. But I always find out eventually. Anyway. Well, if Belishira's involved in this, then I will try to expedite things. Although, explosives alone won't take out that bitch.
Well, they're not for her specifically.
Basically, just to help weaken the Citadel.
Oh, that's going to be a keen thing to do.
She
Belishira's powers are extensive. If you can limit them in any way while they are on this plane, then I strongly suggest doing so. Letting that thing get up to full power is suicidal.
She and some of her commanders have constructed obelisks that seem to enhance her powers. We are planning with those explosives that you are providing us to essentially destroy them as best we can before returning to Belishira herself, essentially.
That's a good plan. Do you have any sort of backup, or is it really just the four of you?
So we have a little bit of backup. However, there's not a whole lot in terms of that. I'm more concerned about who is wanting to currently be there at the moment, and that's unfortunately a lot of the refugees.
Civilians.
Yeah, they're civilians.
With no combat training.
Yeah, because
Oh,
like
fun.
without,
I
because
know.
outside
It's
of the civilians, it's basically one other adventuring party that we've kind of hired on to help out, and then my siblings, Problem and Tora.
quite a prosperous
Well, what a-
scenario.
Bravlin and Tor. I know
She
their
points
names.
to Vaughn points to her siblings from
The
where they're
terror
at.
of Twin Spire
And she
Isles.
like kind of just looks over her head and looks at them, and they look at her and they go.
Do you know them?
Indeed.
Vaughn gets
Is it a
concerned.
good way or a bad
There's a
way? that you
little
know
bit
them?
of a smirk on Esmere's face. It's a
Botham's
tiny
concerned.
bit.
They
What did they do?
well, they've managed something nobody has in quite a long time. Let's just say that.
That's something.
Okay, now I'm
unheard of.
curious. What did they manage?
Yeah, what did they manage this time?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
That's
God.
okay.
Esmere's not gonna do it.
they ghost her or something?
Is it both of us?
Yeah, she was dating both of them at the same time, and then they just ghosted her.
And they were
Yep.
roommates.
Babe, is it both of us making a persuasion check?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
No, Esmeralda knows the kind of game she's playing. She's just sort of like,
21.
interesting.
10.
You look at her with very, very convincing cat eyes.
She's just like genuinely concerned as to what her siblings done.
What did they do?
Don't worry, I'm more impressed than I am angry.
So you are angry.
You're not there.
No, I'm not.
You're getting your shit rearranged upstairs.
Yeah, I am. That's fucking great.
Sounds great.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Oh god.
Squish.
That going on with,
squish.
Squish! Oh, that's so much
Oh.
worse!
I know.
That's so much worse!
I know. Look, this is what you
God.
get when I'm not Esmeralda.
And all that, well, Von Thorn is just kind of having the cute little kitty wink.
Yeah. Oh. Right. Well,
That's an interesting cacophony of sounds going
now
on.
you're a bit more aware of our current circumstances and capabilities as well as a whole. I know, I'm sure it's still not reassuring. However, we also have this, and she pulls out the disc, which is a little trinket given to us by Baron Richard.
You know, for some reason, I think it's more than just a little trinket, but you know, same, I guess.
Yeah. I'm still.
Indeed. That's... I don't know what that is.
Really?
But it's powerful, whatever it is.
Well, it seems that those two do know what it is, and essentially the instructions we were given was to, when we encounter the creature...
When we're in front of whatever it is that is big bitch,
which is,
break it.
I would assume that would be Belashira itself.
Mhm.
Probably. If we can even get to Belashira.
Well, first we need to weaken her defenses. That's the whole point.
Also, we should probably look into more mind strengthening stuff because now that we know that it's not just someone that was sent by her, she could just look through anyone at a whim. As long as it's on the same plane of existence as her.
Domain. In her domain.
No, in her domain.
She's got a limited domain outside of her home dimension.
Okay.
On her home dimension, it's planet-wide, but
Ah,
here it's only a few thousand miles.
Comforting.
Indeed.
Well, since you seem so knowledgeable in who and what this creature is, do you have any additional recommendations for us in terms of...
Knowledgeable on this? I am knowledgeable on a great many things. This is not one of them.
Well, you know more than us.
And I have shared all of it.
Wonderful.
Yay.
Anyway,
So yes, that is the current position that we hold ourselves in, and that's why Callum called you in so abruptly, and apologies for any interruptions.
or inconveniences.
at all. I've been eager for my newest son to ask for his mother's help.
Ew.
Esmeralda just stares. Just... I'm sure you have been ready and able to support him in any way that you can.
Mother, yes.
Falta looks again to her siblings. What did they do?
They're both just quietly backing out of the tavern.
Oh god. They must have done something.
Valthorn does call out to them.
Well, in any
Call out to them.
Goblin! Tora!
dear, right
And they bolt.
here, right here, darling.
Wait, so is Vonthorn going after them?
You
I
can.
could probably catch up to them with Ashdarlin's stride.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be kind of funny. It's just a lightning strike, and all of our hair stands up momentarily.
But she'll get far enough so that way she doesn't accidentally hit the ladies. But
Well, if Vonthorn goes, Willow's gonna go with her.
Go ahead if you'd like.
have fun keeping up.
Huh?
Have
fun
fun
keeping
catching up.
Have fun catching up. Ashdarlin's stride grabs them both.
What did you do?
Wait, so you actually went?
I'm going after them.
Willow
They
would have
did
gone
this to
never
me!
since she did.
As Murray sighs and she just grabs her wine.
Children, I'm surrounded by children.
But she's gonna grab the both of them by their
Cross of the
My monkeys, my circus. My monkeys, my circus. My monkeys, my circus. More wine.
What?
Make an attack
Did
roll.
you do?
Oh, attack.
Oh my god.
Attack roll.
Okay.
It's actually all in stride.
Right.
Do you have their stat sheets up?
Yeah, do you have my
Of
siblings?
course.
Oh, fair enough. Let me go to my spells.
This is what D&D is for.
Yes, yes, yes. Trying to intimidate your fake siblings.
Because like with Astrodon, so basically, am I just doing like more of like a grapple check though? Because I'm just like grabbing to the both of them.
Technically, yes, but I want to make it an attack roll because it's easier.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I don't want to like actually electrocute them. No. Like
Make
I
it
just, I just imagine like the anime like silhouette where it's all black except for like her
Yes.
eyes,
Which are
with a
big,
little bit of
bright
like
red circles.
no,
Yes.
and they're also like sparking with blue lightning.
Yeah.
What
She's
did
got
you
the
do?
big. It's the yellow eyes with like lightning kind of going around. Yeah. Okay. So, what am I rolling for this attack? Like a spell attack roll or?
Because
I'm
I'm
not
not unarmed.
Yeah, unarmed strike then.
Yeah.
Because I'm only using Ashdarlin's stride to catch up with them, and I'm just like kind of just.
And
On both of
Astrodon's
the-
Stride itself isn't an actual attack; it's an AOE.
Yeah, it's an AOE thing, but she's basically gonna be doing. Wait, hold on.
Damn it! I don't have careful spell.
What?
So basically, it's a sorcerer thing where you, with careful spell, you can morph it to how you need it to be.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. No, I have empowered and subtle.
Well, that might come
this
useful
is-
in something that I have to ask you about.
Unarmed strike is 22. Because unarmed strike is a +3. And I got a nat 19.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
But like as I'm like getting to them, I will like
Yeah, not
dispel
actually
the
like
Ashdarlin's
zap
strike so that way they do not get zapped.
Just get
So
in.
you go and you go to grab them. Bravlin stumbles, and he stumbles forward, not really used to running without his arm anymore. Throws him off balance, but Tora shunts in off to the side and in front of him, and she throws up shield, and then she grabs him, pulls him to his feet, and she continues running.
No! Also, I think I have a way of getting you an arm!
Jesus, run.
Oh my god.
Basically, I need to
Right
know
now,
what
I'd rather not have one! And he just.
No, I need to know what happened!
Oh god. Well,
And they managed to get out of the tavern door. Do you follow?
Up to you. I mean, like,
Yeah, I might as well just try to at least get them so that way they could come back. So that way, like,
no,
when
yeah.
because I really want Problem to have an arm back.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but it wasn't Massey that did it this time.
But doesn't Massey have the ability to, or do we know that?
He does, but you wouldn't know that anymore.
Oh, right, because that got retconned, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
That's a healing spell, and that doesn't work on Callum. But Ardelia can get his arm back.
That's true. So
Just have to turn him into a vampire. Technically, so could Callum.
Well, technically, so well later on. I can.
let's have ASMR thing.
Well, we, as she sort of like, again, holds Callum's hand under the table, we do appreciate your support and the expedition in the materials that we need to complete this mission. I'm sure you're not thrilled about Belashira being here on the material plane as much as we are.
Who would be?
Mm-hmm.
That's... I'm glad to see some capable hands seem to be on it.
You flatter us, truly.
Well, it has nothing to do with flattery, darling. It has everything to do with what I know that those two are capable of, and if you and your group are spearheading this endeavor, then you must be of similar capability.
Again,
And
you
as
flatter
such,
us.
sure. Anyway, if I can be of any further use... And she twists her hand, and a small card appears between her fingers. Please don't hesitate to ask. And she puts it on the table and slides it towards you.
She'll take it. And she'll look.
And she gets up, and the chair is then ushered off to an area where it's kept. She bows her head and walks over to Azazel's booth, where a glass of wine just kind of is brought directly to her hand. Or at least it looks like wine.
She's just got everything set up.
She's a very important person.
Yep.
And she sits down with Azazel and they begin to start talking.
Well then, she certainly seems favorable of you.
Remember when I said that when you get that old, you need hobbies?
She decided to become a mom.
Her hobby is having kids. Which she treats like her own genuine children.
That's so sweet. I'm not there.
So I suppose there was no other need to call on her. And what does she know of you if she truly wishes to mother you in some sense?
Honestly, I don't really know. She seems to be content to let my business be my own business, so there's that.
She
But
also...
she is definitely the doting mother type. Not like that. Oh, go. Go, gross.
You went there first. I didn't, actually.
Yeah, the look on your face said otherwise.
Excuse you.
Excuse you, you're the one grimacing.
Please. This is not a grimace, and you should know that better.
Mm-hmm. I do know better, and that is a grimace.
Just proved his point.
Look, at least we know what we're dealing with a little bit better now. We know her name.
Glad I can help with that, at least.
Belashira. Interesting. You know, she seemed to have some sort of personal... Callum, what would you say? Personal connection? Some sort of background with Belashira?
If I had to guess, knowing Ordelia, Belashira probably did something to encroach on her territory at some point. That's the only thing that she really defends that vehemently. That and those she sires.
She seemed to have done so very well when you lost your arm.
Yeah. Again, when you're that old, your priorities get a little skewed.
If anyone can tell, Esmeralda's not happy.
Nope. No, what the? Wait. She's not happy? What do you mean she ain't happy?
Well, regardless, good to at least have her here and supporting us as best she can. As a
From what the other
mother.
guild members have told me, it's more of a she has trouble realizing that how much farther below her power most other people really are. A lost arm to her is more than a few minutes inconvenience.
I'm sure she is. I'm sure she has some good intentions. However, I'm also quite certain there are bits of humanity lost in so much time undead. Well, at least she is here and with Azazel and with the guild. That makes me feel a bit better, and she is supportive of us, providing the explosives, so we may as well just get along. And besides, not like we have a choice in the matter anymore.
Right. Question, did Willow go with Von Tharn?
Okay.
Right, well... You know, all of your friends have gone off to do their own thing, and Massey is going to be up there for several hours. We could always... And he kind of nudges over to your door. Just saying, I mean, if... we've got some time to kill.
You want to fade to black with me?
Oh god!
I'm gonna use that pickup line on Cass the next time.
Good lord.
The next time.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like that needs to be on a shirt.
You want to fade to black with me? Oh god,
only
yes!
work if Maddie says it to me.
Oh
Only
god,
work.
I'm gonna
Maddie
make that
says it.
shirt now.
Oh,
I'm making that
shit.
shirt.
Oh,
Oh my god.
just another talk nerdy to me. Want to fade to black with
yeah.
me?
You, good sir, if I didn't know you better, I'd say you were trying to distract me.
Well, it's a good thing you know me better then. As he stands up and starts pulling you towards the bedroom.
She pulls her eyes, but she smirks and goes with him.
And with that,
Fade to black.
we're going to fade to black for the end of the night. That is going to be where we end things tonight. On
Oh, damn.
that,
Mm-hmm.
fun times note.
And guess what, kids? Just like predicted in the beginning of this episode, we didn't actually decide what to do with the freaking witch spell!
Yay! One true this time.
But the entire episode was discussing that spell, so thumbnail still works.
Yeah.
I stand by that. My thumbnail
It definitely
Still
still
works.
ties in. Yep.
To wish or not to wish?
That is a question.
Also, I realized.
Question we didn't answer.
Also, I realized this. What's her name again?
Cordelia?
Cordelia. She's basically Grania from my campaign. If Grania actually gave a shit about her status,
I'm gonna take
Y'all
your word
don't know
for that.
y'all don't know Grania.
No.
Nope.
You might meet her.
Hmm.
Y'all might meet her.
I have a
Yeah,
deep
I'm running these guys through my world of Megalodonia.
So
fun.
cold.
Woo. Wow.
Anyway, that is where we're ending things for tonight.
Yes, thank you for sticking with
we've
us.
got some
uh,
other stuff to do.
Yeah, and thank you for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. That's my bad,
Yeah.
guys. I have no idea what happened. Laptop
We
just
also hope you
decided to
enjoyed the
poop out
drama
of nowhere.
and trauma.
Drama and trauma. That should have been the name of the episode.
True.
Yeah.
And trauma. D&D.
I'll be next week.
Not to wish. And all of the drama in between.
Yeah.
The good
Anyway.
RPG.
Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you guys next time we do this. And until next time, don't let the bears bite.
Don't let the
Don't
bears
let the
bite.
bears bite.
Bye.